What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing The Irishman, Martin Scorsese's epic Netflix saga that they slid out to theaters. It's 3.5 hours long, guys. But it reunites him with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci once again. We all know they made magic with Casino and Goodfellas, and it's straight magic. Goodfellas is easily, hands down, one of my favorite movies of all time. So it's by default my favorite Martin Scorsese movie. Robert De Niro plays Frank Sheeran, who's a real life character who worked with the mob, worked very closely with Russell Bufalino, played by Joe Pesci, who they brought out of retirement for this joint. Joe Pesci's been chilling. He's been, I'm out the game. This one I think I'm out, they pulled me back in. They pulled him back in. And they say like Robert and Martin had to really convince him to come do this movie. That must be nice, man. When you're good, you can just walk away from the game for years and be like, I don't know. Like you're settled. You're set, you don't need the money, whatever. And then you can demand whatever you want. Oh, it's Netflix, like, give me $7 million to do this movie. And Netflix like, we got money. This movie cost $150 million to make. $150 million for a drama. This is ridiculous, man. Man, I bet you Joe was like, give me $75 million. And they was like, all right, Joe, come on, please. Netflix, man, we bottomless over here, baby. Man, 3.5 hours, $150 million. This shit better be good. Excuse my language, but man, and the critics loved it. They was like, yo, this is a masterpiece. Oh, and how can I forget who else is in this? Al Pacino. So you got Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci in one movie. You know what I'm saying? The last time Al Pacino and Robert De Niro were together, Real Righteous Kill, we just gonna forget about that. That movie was hot. Righteous Kill was hot garbage. It was like somebody took some garbage, boiled it, added some seasoning, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the garbage. Put it in the bowl and served it hot. But heat, that's the Pacino De Niro combo that we all love. So it's good to see them back again. It's really the story about a guy, Frank Sheeran, he's Irish, and he starts doing jobs with mob-connected men. He starts, rising up the ranks, doing odd jobs at first, and then kind of doing hits a little bit. I don't want to put his business out there, but doing some real dirt and doing what he ever had to do for them. Essentially, it's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it. You know what I mean? And so you still get that Scorsese, people getting capped that we've come to expect. Like, people getting shot up, this in here. But at 3.5 hours, it's gonna be a slow pace. It's a slow pace. It's a slow pace, like, because it goes through all these years. It goes, and so they're using this special effects thing to de-age, the actors and make them look older, make them look younger. So they're doing all of this. And some people thought it was distracting. It really didn't bother me too much. I was just like, okay. They never really made Robert De Niro look young though. Like even when he was supposed to be mad long ago, he was still looking old. So if they were trying to make him look young, they kind of fumbled. And I was like, he still look old with just smoother skin. That's all it was. He was an old man with smooth skin. It's like, yo, this is me in my 20s. And he looked like Robert De Niro in his 70s with smooth skin. That's the only thing I really saw. So basically it's that, and you get to see Robert De Niro's family, how his daughter looked at him, and I thought that was a really interesting dynamic within the story, is just how his kids viewed what he was doing. Because a lot of times you don't really see that. You see, these guys have families, of course, but you don't really see like a kid that really doesn't like what you're doing and knows it. Because kids, man, we out here, man. We see what our parents do, and it affects us. For them to really play on that, I really enjoyed that aspect of it, because it was like, yo, I don't like what you're doing. Because a lot of times kids don't feel like they have any place to say that to their parents, or they just hold it in, or they just become what their parents were. But it's good just to see, like, I'm not feeling this. From a little girl throughout, you know what I'm saying? Just to see that transition. Al Pacino as Jimmy Hoffa, he killed it in this movie. He nailed it. And a lot of times, Al Pacino can go over the top. He's been going over the top, you know, in his later roles. Like, all right, man, just dial it back a little bit. No, I will not. You know, but in this, it worked because that's the type of person Jimmy Hoffa was. Like, if you look up Jimmy Hoffa, like, he was fiery, like, he got the unions really going. Like, he was one of the main guys in the country. Like, it was the president, then like Jimmy Hoffa. And so what he was doing was really big, really important. And so I felt like you needed that type of delivery for Jimmy Hoffa. And I thought he nailed it. I thought he was a dope, very stubborn, but a dope character to watch. You were all in. And you kind of respect how he wasn't scared of the mob. I like to see that. You know, most of the people in movies, they just bow down to the mob and like, no, you know. It was interesting to see a character that, even though they can hurt you, he still never really backed down. And I thought that was pretty dope. Joe Pesci's character, you know, usually Joe Pesci in a Martin Scorsese movie, he's the hothead, fireball, short Wolverine. I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you. What's funny? Am I a joke to you? What's funny? You know, just a hothead volcano. Now, he's completely subdued, quiet, you know, still will get you killed, but it's very like understated, quiet, but when he's around, you feel the presence of like, you know, danger and like serious business. I can hurt you. I can get things done. And I love how Joe Pesci played it. Very understated, very chill, very quiet. And it's like, yo, it works. And so, you know, a lot of people are clowning it. It's long, it's slow. And I think they're really just focusing on the wrong things. Like, you know, even though the Age of Fire didn't really work, I was like, all right, it didn't work, but I could still focus on the story and the performances. And I feel like it was a good time. I don't agree with what Martin Scorsese said about comic book movies. I'm not here for it. You know, I think comic book movies are great cinema. You know, you get emotions, you go in there, you're crying, you're excited, you're on the edge of your seat, you're laughing. What the hell else do you want from movies? You go in there to feel something. And, you know, Marvel movies have been providing that. You know, Martin. Everything don't have to be all serious and like, you know, drawing from real people. It's about what you connect to. If that's the case, you know, Shakespeare, you know, the stuff he wrote, Romeo and Juliet, they weren't real people, but everybody's been connecting with that for mad long. So Martin, just chill, man. Let's get these comic book movies, man. We having a good time out here in these Marvel streets. DC, you know, too. Joker and the Dark Knights and whatnot. Not the Justice League, because we all know. Fumble City. But man, we having a good time with these Marvel movies. Martin, man, are you watching them? What was the last Marvel movie Martin Scorsese watched? Because I guarantee you, if you watch Infinity War and Endgame, man, you're going to feel something. I want to watch him watch them and see, how can you not feel this, dog? How can you not connect? Anyway, man, y'all want to know the smooth jazz review of The Irishman. Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving The Irishman 4 saxophones out of 5. Yeah, man. 4 again. 4 saxophones again. What y'all gonna do, man? Stuff is quality, though. It's quality out here, man. I think Martin was just mad because Marvel made a 3-hour movie. And he was like, I'm the one that's making the 3-hour movies. I don't know. I can't call it. All right, peeps, that's my review of The Irishman. Let me know what you thought of The Irishman in the comment section below. Can you get through it? How long did it take you to watch it? Let me know in the comment section below. What did you think of the performances from the lead actors? And were you able to just, you know, get the longness of it out of your mind, kind of view it as a series and really just take it in for what it was? Let me know in the comment section below. And you know, other stuff like this, of course, Casino, which is long as well. Goodfellas, and now this, you know what I mean? So check those out. If you haven't already, please watch Goodfellas and Casino, you know what I mean? Watch them both, they're great. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and as usual, we out here.